3, 2. All right, welcome to Fantasy Breakout. Since somebody wants to be jerking around with their camera at the start, super professional.
What's up? What's up?
We're into August.
Dope, bro.
All right, go ahead, Pat. Go ahead. Guess you're ready.
Welcome. Welcome to Fantasy Breakouts. Obviously, I'm Pat. That's Eric. And like he started to say, obviously this is August. A little nervous, a couple weeks away. Draft dates coming up and whatnot, man. So let's get in tune. We're going to dive into our 6 tiers of wide receivers. Obviously, that's very important. And, let's see what we got in store for you guys. So, Eric, kick us off, man. Who is your first tier of wide receivers going off the board for you this year?
Okay, this is some precious information, so I need you to like and subscribe, please, right now. And
always.
Right now, there's about 10 times as many people on TikTok, so we're on TikTok too, making way more videos, so go check us out there. But, okay, getting to the goods. So, got my number 1 tier. We got Aaron Rodgers back in the building. Devontae Adams is going to lead that off. Then we have Tyreke Hill is my number 2. And then Stephon Diggs is my number 3 in my first tier. So I'm likely going to be snagging a running back in that first tier, but I'm hoping second round I can get one of these guys more than likely. Pat, do you have any thoughts on that?
I think that's pretty good. I mean, I've said it's fine with me.
All right.
My first tier is obviously Adams, like you said, with A-Rod back, Hill, Diggs, and the disrespect you show to this man. Julio left, and you're not gonna put him in tier 1. The boy's gonna eat.
What's his name?
You know what that is?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Calvin. Where's he at on here? They still got more. Well, I started laughing when you were talking about Adams. They still got Scantling, whatever his name is right there. MVS.
No way. They have him on here. On this.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, what'd you say after you said Devontae, and then who's next?
Tyreke Hill, Stephon Diggs, and Calvin Ridley.
Tyreke Hill, Stephon Diggs. Where was he? Buffalo. There we go. And then Calvin Ridley right here.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So why is he up there? Maybe ahead of guys. Are you saying maybe ahead of like Eckler, or where are you saying? Where would he be falling?
Depends on what you get. Now, if you come back in a back-to-back, I mean, that's up to you. And I'm putting him up there because he's going to get the ball. The ball of the game is about fantasy opportunities, and he will eat. Point blank, period.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about that. What I tell you, he's going to be a top what receiver this year? Watch.
Top 5, right? Or did you say top 3?
That's the top 5. I got him 4 right now, so makes sense. I think he's just going to eat, man.
Yeah, I think that's fair, dude. He might get 20 more targets than last year. Just the most dependable person I think I've ever had in fantasy, other than like a running back. I was like, oh my God, I don't think I moved him from that top slot. He's just in there.
He only had one stinker, I think. Green Bay, he had a goose egg last year. Other than that, it's again like an easy dub. So
okay, so I'm working on my next tier. I like
so
that.
You got him?
Calvin Ridley right there. Yeah, right to start off the next tier. Then I got DK Metcalf, and then AJ Brown falls in here. I still got him very high. I mean, he's number 6 for me. Then my next one, Deandre Hopkins. I think this is fair. I don't think I'm disrespecting him at this point. And then Justin Jefferson. We're going to watch the AC joint injury. I mean, yeah, he's a receiver. He's not throwing footballs, but still he's got to be pretty mobile. Got to be able to, do acrobatic catches. So I'm a little bit worried about the shoulder, but it's like you're bringing this freaking guy to the ground in practice. Like, what are we doing?
Well, you're first. I mean, you're beyond fantasy, so yeah. You need to talk
I love him. I love the dude.
Like kind of what you're saying. As long as his injury is to the extent that we've heard so far, and it heals up in a month, we're fine. We don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, we still got time.
And obviously he might start off a little Remember how AJ Brown started off last year? So little stuff like that. Hopkins, Green's injured right now. I haven't heard anything. I mean, you know how Green is. He's talking about he's still relevant. AJ Brown, Justin Jefferson, DK. And I'm tired of y'all disrespecting this man. Put him up there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen.
Okay. You're a freaking goofball, dude. All right, why?
And then why what?
Okay. Target monster.
Target. I mean, he's consistent. You know what you're getting. And then one more, Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson. All right. Not his old teammate Alshon Jeffrey, right? He's on here.
Yeah, no, yeah. I don't know what's going on over here.
But okay,
it's weird.
That's a big tier. So that's likely. I mean, you're definitely snagging one of those guys if you go running back first. You got to have somebody in that tier will be available, right? Okay.
Hey.
I like that. There's some juice there.
So, tier 3.
Yeah, these are gonna get. This is my smallest tier, and right now I just have Keenan Allen.
What?
Yeah, that's how I've got it divided up. So I'm looking at across the board in this section. I mean, I have like guys like George Kittle, and then I have that big second wave of running backs falling in this area. So like the Chris Carsons, the J.K. Dobbins, the CEH, Pat Mahomes if he falls to me. I think that's my guy right there in this section. So yeah, so I had a pretty big run, actually pretty small run right here. Keenan Allen. That's it. So that's how you got to put up you got to do your board kind of like that sometimes. Sometimes that happens. Like I'd rather take a lot of these for the next wave of running back receivers.
Okay. So I'm not going with that. That's me. CD Lamb. It's his time. Writing's all over the wall. Scary Terry. Is Lamb on here? Yeah, I see him right there.
All right. I was just throwing a message out in the comments. Okay, next one. You said CD Lamb.
Scary Terry.
Scary Terry. Okay.
Yeah. Godwin. Evans.
Putting guys on the same team together.
Julio. And then DJ Moore.
That's a large variety of players right there. Why do you have it? Why do you think that is? I mean, these guys are all, over the course of their different parts of their career. CeeDee Lamb versus a Julio and a DJ Moore. These are all like.
Because first of all,
this is every type of receiver that exists. I would say.
Well, Julio can just be there because he can be a touchdown machine, right? Mike Evans, he can catch, 3 catches. He can have 3 catches in the game and have 14 points, easy.
Mm-hmm.
I think Godwin's a little more in between the numbers. I mean, he's gonna get the ball. There's no way around it. He's gonna get the ball. It's just more about sharing the rock. McLaurin. The good thing is when they draft or they paid Curtis Samuel, it was like, oh, they got somebody to take the other side, a little more pressure off him. He's already hurt, so might be teeter time with that for a while. CeeDee Lamb, sometimes they want to give the boy the keys, but they just can't give him the keys. Amari Cooper's going to be back week 6. That might kind of, they don't want to give him too quick, and then so definitely
the training wheels aren't off him yet, right?
Yeah. DJ Moore, no matter how much you hate on this man, you look back at the numbers are where they are. I don't like him personally, but that's just
you don't like him. But this is your wide receiver 2 tier. I would say you're grabbing a wide receiver 2 right here.
And I'm more like we already talked about this. I'm already going running back. I probably would go running back, something like that, just because there's so many. My tiers are heavy in this because so many wide receivers are.
Mm-hmm. And I guess look at mine. I mean that's more than likely my second pick is going to be a running back if this tier's so small. So I might reconfigure this a little bit, but I have a lot of the same guys as you. So I'm looking at, Scary Terry, Allen Robinson. I do have Mike Evans above Chris Godwin.
Mm.
And then CeeDee Lamb. And then Thielen. This is not the easiest thing to find these guys. Okay, so, DJ Moore. There he is. Oh, that's Samuel. Wow, there's 3 old Panthers on here. That's pretty cool. Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore, and Curtis Samuel. DJ Moore. Then Chris Godwin comes into the picture. I just think Brady goes to Mike Evans way more in the red zone. That's really. I mean, I'm not too much of a dispersion or whatever from those two, but that's the only reason really I got him just a bumped ahead just a bit. Robert Woods, he was higher, and I bumped him down with the Stafford getting hurt already when we're not even playing football yet. So that's not good. Amari Cooper.
They have a lot of quick throws and shit, though. So.
And then I have Amari Cooper here, which we'll talk about this again. I think you're a little on the fence with him, too. Where the hell is he?
It's crazy because Amari Cooper is not old.
No.
I think he's
25?
24? Yeah, he's really not old, but it seems like he's lived lives already, right?
He was like 20, I think, when he was a starter in the NFL. He was 20.
Yep, fresh off. Yep. So, what do you look for?
I found him. He just has a white shirt on, so how the hell am I supposed to find him? And then actually, Jamar Chase slides in here for me, right behind Cooper. I'm going to use placeholder Jarvis Landry. I know. Yeah. He's not in the top 30, so there you go. Placeholder. Look at that. That's a big-ass tier. So I want to get one of those guys. All right, Pat, number 4, tier 4 for you.
Lockett. Where's he at?
He's down at the bottom.
Okay. All right.
Got him. Just start trying to say him.
All right.
I'll do my best.
Lockett. Brandon Ayuk.
That's him. Yeah.
Odell.
So this is probably round 4 to 5, I would say. So this is when Odell might pop up in your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Deontay Johnson. Is he on there?
I think they disrespected him. He's not on here. So we're going to use Jamison Crowder.
Yep. Now I got Robert Woods.
Okay.
Then T. Higgins. Adam Thielen. And then Cooper Kupp.
Put the white guys next to each other, huh? I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right. So those are more of, to me, you're looking at maybe lower upside guys, even though T. Higgins is special. I think he's going to be capped a little bit because of his teammates.
But at the same time, I feel
but
like
Ayuk,
that whole...
I think Ayuk could pop. What are you about to say?
No, I just with Joe Burrow, I think they're going to hurt each other. And what I mean by that is Joe Burrow's going to be fine, but the other, between Boyd, I think Boyd's going to end up being the long lost fiddle. Does that make sense? Because he's more of the juju role, right? He's more of the boring, that's the coach's player guy. Whereas the other two, they're about action. They're about putting points on the board, about filling the seats, that sort of thing. So I think Boyd's going to start being, moved out.
So you think they would put Jamar Chase in the slot? Because he's a slot. I mean, Boyd is the slot guy.
They can do both. Yeah, Boyd's going to be more of a slot. I think Chase is going to be all over the place.
Chase is going to be all over the place. Okay. See, maybe Chase will bump Boyd off the field when they do go 2 wide receivers. They just don't have any tight ends, and I don't even think I guess I haven't looked into it a lot, but I don't think they can block. And I don't think
that's what I'm saying. That quick shit, the quick slants and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. I got you there. Okay. Tier 5. A lot smaller. So I have Deontay Johnson. Pretty much filling in the gaps of who you said and I haven't yet. Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson, like I've just I've heard a lot of chatter, but he has like the best separation out of anybody, and it was even when they had freaking that goofball in there, that what was his name, that got hit with the helmet. Even when they had him in, I just remember seeing Deontay Johnson just completely wide open, and he made Rudolph, yeah, look okay, but that's why he's got it.
Okay.
Pat, I can't find him.
Remember using Jamison Crowder.
Oh, did we? Okay, Jamison Crowder. That's who Deontay Johnson is. All right. Julio Jones finally pops up for me. A little bit of disrespect. You gonna remind me of that later on in the year?
No, he's going to. I'm not. I don't have to do anything.
All right.
Julio, even like with a year, like he just.
I guess this is kind of like the guys that are really questionable but could win your league right here. Deontay Johnson, Julio, Galladay, and Michael Thomas at the end of the year. These are like, when do you grab these guys? These are the questions I think for fantasy this year. All right, Pat, 5.
Tier 5 for me. I got Jamar Chase.
He's not in here. What did we use last
time?
Jarvis? We did.
Yep, Jarvis. Yep.
Yep.
Jerry Judy. And I put Jerry Judy, then Sutton. And the reason why is because we don't know who the quarterback is. That's really going to determine which one is really going to be the guy or most consistent, however you want to put it.
Okay.
Is Cortland Sutton even on there?
No. Why do you have Edelman on here still? They lied to us. This is supposed to be the 2020.
They lied to us. Okay. Just put it, Edelman for, yeah. The next one I have is Debo.
Yeah, Debo. All right.
Chase Claypool.
I just saw him.
And then I have Mike Williams.
Where's Claypool?
He's right there next to Brandon Cooks. Top row. On your screen next to Edelman. On my screen left of Brandon Cooks.
Okay. Okay. I like a lot of that. Yeah, I want one of those guys on my team for sure. Okay. Then we're about done. So now I have Cooper Kupp. There you are. Cooper Kupp, T. Higgins. This is a bigger one. T. Higgins, Lockett. So I have Lockett considerably lower than you.
Whoa, shit! The man had 50 points one game.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be passing as much, but they might have to. And I don't know. You got to really kind of bake in the game script. I think he's going to be somebody in 10-team leagues where you're going to be on the fence starting him every other week, you know? That's why I got him.
Yeah, I think. Lower. What if Chris Carson gets hurt week 3?
Yeah. That's true. I mean, we've seen it. How many times have we seen it? We're gonna do a video. I'm gonna make a TikTok video about that, about the injury stuff, and let's look at how many seasons played, how many games missed, and let's really look at that, because it's on everybody's mind. I mean, with a lot of these running backs, so we're gonna be looking into that. I have Cooks here. That's Deshaun Watson if he's alive, if he's allowed to play, and then Ayuk here, which. You having Ayuk up here makes me think about what you're going to do in a couple weeks in our league. So,
what?
Going to think about that. Ayuk, and then I'm just not going to put him on the board. But then we have Ayuk, Claypool, Boyd, Juju. Kind of ugly, and then Curtis Samuel's is hurt right now, and we'll see where he's at closer to draft, but. Kind of rounds out my tiers. I'm not going to go any deeper. Not going to give away any more of my secrets, my precious secrets. But Pat, what do you think?
My tier 6 is huge.
How many guys do you got left? That's huge. All right.
This is because tier 6 in my mind.
Boyd's got to
that,
be in there.
Um, tier 6 is my where people get like Calvin Ridley a couple years ago. Where'd you get Calvin Ridley last year? Like 7th, 8th?
Yeah, he shouldn't have been there. I got him in the I think I got him in the 7th. He should not have been there. Like that was a gift.
This tier is those you talking about opportunity. Like, okay, this is home runs. These are those guys because let's say you start off the draft, you get running back, you get everything, and then the wide receiver is the only thing like. I'm gonna make sure, kind of like I think you last year walked away with like 6 wide receivers, 7 wide receivers. Like you can be thick on that, right?
Yeah.
So I got Aguilar. I haven't heard anything negative. Looks like he's doing pretty good. Corey Davis. I think people are sleeping on that, but then again, that's a company. Mecole Hardman. This is Mecole's year. Ooh. If he does not make that jump this year, never put him on anything ever. I'm done.
I think that's fair. That's fair. I think you're right. That's fair.
And if you have a number 2 wide receiver in that Chiefs offense, enough said, right? Well,
yeah, that's been,
obviously Kelsey and whatnot.
The horse has been beaten to death on that, but yes, I agree. Okay.
Yes, if Antonio Brown. I got Galladay. He's already hurt. I don't know. I'm starting to just lose. And it's also kind of a personal bias against this man from last year, how he played with my emotions. But I think he got paid. I think we might not ever see Galladay back. We were talking about youth with Cooper. Galladay is like 29 or something like that.
Yeah, he's like 28, I think. Yep.
Devontae Smith. Even though he's already hurt a little bit, we'll see what that means. Juju. I got Jalen Waddell. Sorry.
We don't have stickers for these guys. Just keep going.
Yep. Elijah Moore.
Okay.
And that's the wild card for that Jets offense because he might be the permanent ultimate safety valve for Buddy. And then Brian Edwards.
Brian Edwards?
That's who I'm going home run hitters right there. The rest of these guys, to me, I'll take them, but I'm trying to look for a home run. At that point in the middle of that draft, I'm trying to look for a home run.
I think you really just painted a picture on how much you don't like Tua, how much you don't like the Panthers situation at quarter Sam Darnold. And then I think one of the glaring ones for me that you just left off somebody that I'm just like kind of shaking my head that who was it?
Who'd you mention?
I guess it is. Will Fuller is a big one. You left him off. You want to pick Brian Edwards over Will Fuller? Will Fuller's missing 1 game.
I don't believe in Tua yet. It comes down to Tua. That's what it comes down to. Waddell is way more of from what I've seen so far.
Okay. You did say at least Waddell. Okay. You're saying his name wrong. Waddle, right?
Waddle, whatever his name. You know what I'm talking about. He's more of a receiver that it fits Tua's repertoire at this point for me.
Okay.
I saw one clip of him throwing 50 yards. We all can do that.
Okay.
But, you know what I'm saying? So I got to see that.
Some of the stuff, like, you listen to a lot of people talk about fantasy, like where they see people before the season starts, and sometimes it doesn't even have to make sense for it to be right. Sometimes it's just the nature of the beast. I mean, we're looking at, Pat. I mean, I do have to give it, like, Pat a lot of credit. Like, year after year after year, you hit on guys that I do not think nobody believes in, but Pat hits on them, and so maybe walking away from this, maybe the end of that seems a little logical, but yeah, Brian Edwards, he's a track star. I mean, he can get open. He's big, tall, fast, strong. What is that, BFS? But he is a freak. So yeah, maybe we'll be looking at him in this middle section or something crazy, tier 4 next year. Who knows? I'd love to see it.
Home run right
I would
there.
love to see it. Okay, we'll be doing some videos coming up very soon. Check us out on TikTok. Even if you aren't a TikTok type of person, give it a shot. Right? Pat used to hate it. Right? Pat's giving it a shot. He's doing his voiceovers. What do you think about it now?
It's cool though. It's not too bad, man. It's got a lot. It's not honestly hard to use, and I can see how people, if people say, "How does somebody make it?" You get on there, you start making a video, and see all the different like things you can do, all the different backgrounds, and all these skills that they give you.
Right.
It's crazy, man. But yeah, man, it's definitely posting stuff on there, man. It's definitely a great way to reach out and whatnot, let people know about the movement, the Fantasy Breakouts movement.
Yeah, give us a
But
follow
as
on there.
yep, as always, like, subscribe, anything you guys ever want as far as video content, whatnot. Like Eric said, we're gonna be doing something more on depth of like injury history and correlation, however you want to put that. Other than that, man, thank you as always. Stay tuned, and then we'll see you in a couple weeks at draft time.
Yep. Sounds great. Thank you. Appreciate it.